Hey, you guys. Hey, Facebookers. So glad to see you guys. It's about 9:30. It's a little late, but if you're on here, would love to have you join this live. Hey, Beautifully Wild. Hey, Leslie. Sweet Tal 21. Hey. How's everyone going? How's it going? So yeah, I've been recording videos all day today for work and for cleanse programs. And hey, Gabby. And so I don't like sit around with makeup on at like 9:30 at night every night. I have been working and doing stuff, so I thought I'd say hello. Hey, Donna. Hey, Amy, MC Connell. Hey, Jennifer Cobb. Hi. How is everyone doing? Kirsten, 3 in the morning in Germany. Oh my gosh, you are awake, girl. Why? You should be in bed. Hi, everyone. So, hey, Debbie, how are you? So Oils Girl, hi. Linda, hi. Hey, Amy, how are you? Moonsvita. It's so great to see everyone. Hey, Candace, how are you doing? Hi, Ryan. Hey, Cab. Hey, Anna Coven. Hey. How's everyone going? Thank you. Just was shooting videos today for work. So, yeah, thank you. Just a lot of video stuff going on here. Hey, Eileen. So, I have to tell you guys something. I'm wearing this dress after about, I put this dress on after a long time. I haven't been able to fit into it for a while. So what I wanted to share was I've been going, you guys know I'm doing the 100 days, not 100 days, 365 days of fat free. So I committed to doing the 365 days of fat free. Hey, Joy. Hi, Tina. Hey, Evelyn. And what's happened, I've been on it for about 3 weeks, maybe a little more. I've lost track of the days, which isn't a good thing, but I think I'll calculate it back and figure it out. But I've lost, I want to say not as much I've lost pounds as I've lost inches. And that is the lymphatic system healing and clearing. And I wanted to share about that because so many of us, right, struggle with the fat-free piece, and we struggle with going there, and we struggle with being able to maintain it. And after I was bitten in my arm, I want to share something really profound with you. After I was bitten in my arm last June, I have been, hey, Monica, I'm so glad you got the book. I was not able to move my arm. It swelled up. There was a lot of lymphatic fluid that my body was holding to protect it from the bite and protect my body from the poison. And I have to tell you that since going fat-free, I have been able to finally do this. Like, I can move my arm and tie my hair, tie my bra, been able to do all these things. And I'm able to actually have strength back in my arm that I haven't been able to have for a while. I know for a while that it was healing, but now, like, the doctors and the therapists have all been pushing on it and pulling on it and asking me to do movements in either direction. And I'll tell you, this happened after I went fat-free. Like, something shifted in my body big time. Big time. And I wanted to come on and share with you because you know what? Often the results might not be super obvious. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. And the reason I want to come on and share this with you is because this one's so super obvious that when I've started to release fluid from my body, the fluid released from my arm literally has been draining into my armpit, into my bra area, in the boob area. And it's been like, you can feel all of this stuff happening. Shweta, I've been fat-free for just over 3 weeks. And I want you guys to know I am all raw, Anna, although last night I got super hungry because I think I didn't eat enough, and I ended up having some steamed potatoes, but it was all fat-free. And Debbie was not, it will help frozen shoulder too. Yes, it really helps everything. I swear to you guys, I have committed to 365 days of fat-free. And the other thing that has been happening as I went 365 fat-free is, remember how I talk about how emotions come up when you're detoxing? So much emotion has been coming up for me that I have not fully processed around the bite and the fact that a bite like that could kill you. And so much emotion has been coming up around I'm so grateful I'm alive, and actually crying for the grief of what I went through. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. 5 days into being raw, I was an emotional mess. I was just like sobbing and crying, and it was hard to keep up. It has been amazing. And, Shweta, and people are saying, like, it's amazing that you've been doing this for so long. The fat-free helped so much. It really did. I knew I wanted to go fat-free for a long time, but my body wouldn't allow it, meaning I couldn't do it. My nervous system was still too much in a state of trauma, in a state of heightened state for me to handle all fat-free. I've done raw before. I eat mostly raw anyway. And being able to go fully raw is not hard for me, but cutting out all fat, that's the hard part. And so I would try it. Over the last 1 year, I've tried to go fat-free so many times. I just couldn't handle it. I would try it. And, inside you feel disappointed. You're like, I think, oh God, I lead all these people. I tell them to do all this stuff and I can't do it myself. But that's not the point. The point is that we're all at different places in our healing, and we have to honor that, and we have to stick with it. And we have to really honor where you are in your life and where you are in your healing. I have so many clients going fat-free, right? But I couldn't do it. Did I have to judge myself? I did go there for a little bit. I did. I have to be honest. Like, I was like upset, and why can't I do this? And why is this not working for me? Yada, yada, yada. And Evely, yes, no Avo. So it's hard and it's rough because it takes you into a deeper level of healing that you can never have imagined. But I'll tell you, I've been so not feeling well over this last 1 year that it was something that I had made a goal to do. I'm gonna freaking do this already. I don't have the patience, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy to figure it out in any other way. I really, really have to take care of this. And I did finally, but it's taken me months to be able to do it. So I want you guys to know it's not all bad, right? It's not all, oh my gosh, if you're not able to go fat-free, it's the end of the world. Or if you're not able to go all raw, it's the end of the world. It's none of that. It's none of that. And you cannot don't ever beat yourself up for it. Please, people, I know it's hard and lonely when you're in that place. I've been there more than once. I've been there lots and lots and lots of times. And if you have a goal, be gentle with your body. Be gentle with your body. Evely, before the bite, I could go fat-free, no problem. After that, it was really hard because I started to get more viral. I started to build up lymphatic fluid all over my body. I started to struggle with dealing with the poison. My arm was paralyzed for 5 months. I couldn't move it from so much pain. It was really intense. It was really intense. And I just want you guys to know you are all on your own path. And you have to honor that. Stop comparing yourself to another person, to your best friend, to your other person. I mean, we are constantly comparing ourselves to other people, right? You look at the woman, you're like, oh, look at me, how I'm eating. And then look at this other person who's chowing down burgers and pizza and has no health issues. And I just want you to say, screw that. Screw that. You cannot compare yourself to somebody else. Don't compare yourself to somebody else on the protocol. Don't compare yourself to somebody else in your group or in your circle. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Don't compare yourself to me. A lot of you think I have all my shit together, right? I know it. I know you guys think that. I have my bad days. I really do. And, oh, can someone please mention what bit Muneeza? A really poisonous spider. Not Lyme, not a tick, a really poisonous spider. And this was about a year ago, in June last year. I was bit by a spider. So from the tables and so high. So I want you guys to know, I'm here helping all these people going through my own health struggle. And I could start comparing myself to every single client I have, right? Some of them are doing amazing. Some of them are doing worse. Some of them, I could be like, well, I'm better than that person, or I'm worse than that person, but you cannot go there. It's so detrimental to your psyche, to your being, to your soul, for you to go to this place where you're comparing yourself to someone else. You know, oh, look at that person. They went fat-free for 60 days. I haven't even been able to do it for 5 days. Well, maybe your body is telling you something that's really wise, and in its wisdom, you are not listening to it. That wisdom is your wisdom, the one that comes to you and only you, because you are the only one in your body, right? So if you guys are comparing yourselves, I mean, give me a hands up. Give me some emoji, right? Any emoji, give me a wave. If you have compared yourself to other people and you're feeling down and out about it, you're feeling down and out about comparing yourself to someone, give me an emoji. Let me see. Totally. Look at how many people are popping up over here. Evelyn, yes, I've done a lot of work on the PTSD from the bite, honey. Lots and lots and lots. So look at how many people, you know, so it's human nature, right? So we're all doing it. We're all doing it. We're all being human. And you know what? I want you guys to know, honor your fucking humanity. Why? Honor your humanity. You are human. You will make mistakes. You will compare. You will think in your head. You will, you do whatever. You know, a couple of people saying that they don't compare. That's unusual. Most of us do. And if you're not comparing, then you're really great. You've done a lot of work not get there. You have to look at yourself and honor where you are, and only compare yourself to yourself. No one else to compare to. Okay. So it is comforting to find likenesses in comparison to our pursuits. I agree. But comparing and feeling like when you hear somebody's healing story that it's triggering for you, that's not healthy. Yes, those of us who end up not comparing have done work. And in our minds, we can still go there, but we have to talk ourselves out of it, right? So it's really important. If you hear a healing story, use it as inspiration. Don't let yourself get down about it. Be happy for someone else who is healing, and know that because they're healing and that energy is in the world, that you get to take of that energy too. It's really important, really important. So I just want you guys to know, if you missed it, so many new people have come on, so I'll recap. I went fat-free about 3.5 weeks ago, and I have, I went fat-free about 3.5 weeks ago. I have been working on healing from the spider bite that I had last June. And once I went fat-free, I have been able to move my arm. I could never do this. I haven't been able to do this in like a year. I'm so happy. I can move my arm back, and I can actually move it all the way back, which also comes and goes. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. And it's been like, I've had pain in this for a year. Today, for the first time, I'm like, I want to say like almost pain-free. So look at it go, Jackie. I know, it's been so crazy amazing. I've been able to have strength in my arm. I've been able to, and all this huge shift happened when I went fat-free. You guys, if you're on the border, if you really want to try it, do it for a day or two. All fats, even plant fats, yes. I know that you guys are asking so many questions. Somebody said if I've had a reading with Anthony. I've had lots of readings with Anthony when I was first a client of his. Yes. Alice says, oh, about your arm, let's raise the roof. I'm raising the roof, girl, with my arm. Oh my gosh, it's been a huge journey. I want to share with you the power of taking your detox deeper. And you can't always do it. And when I have gone, I'm going fat-free 365. I am very blessed to have readings with him. Very blessed. And I feel that blessing really came with that responsibility to take this message out to all of you guys and everything that I've learned. Christopher says, has Anthony taught you how to read into a body? Anthony taught me how to do my own way of intuiting what's going on in a body. He cannot teach what he does, but he can help people accept their own intuition and expand that intuition, which is what I was able to do, which I'm so grateful for. So yeah, you guys, I wanted to come on for a little moment of inspiration. And, you know, Selena Swink, if you struggle with the fat, don't worry about it. You know, do it, go lower in fat. Find your lowest fat point, meaning the lowest amount of fats that you can handle and still stay on the program. You will find it, and it goes lower. Like, you know, I had to go slowly. Like, I had to do, so here, I didn't just suddenly wake up one morning and be like, I'm going fat-free tomorrow. That's not how it works. So I went all raw starting like Jan-Feb, and I was still doing low fat. And then I did a couple of days of like juicing, and then I came back to like low fat. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to cut out the fat for like a day or two. And I did it for a day. And then I did it. I said, okay, I'll try another day. So I did it for like 3 days. I didn't go into this going, I'm going to do this for 365 days and watch me go, people. Watch me go. No. God, no. That's not how it works. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea that we're some kind of superhuman, that we can do it and you can't, blah, 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 blah. No. So I went slowly, and I did a couple of juice days, or mostly juice and like a smoothie at the end of the day. And then I did it for a week, and then I did it for another week. And then it was then that I announced, I'm like, I'm going to do this, because I started to have so much benefit from doing it, you know? So do I get detox symptoms? Yeah, totally I do. Totally. Yeah. I mean, I said earlier, before maybe you joined, I was saying that 5 days into it, I started bawling like a baby. And I bawled for a baby for like days, because I was having so much emotional stuff come up from everything I've been through, you know, with my bite in the last year and stuff. So Kirsten, fat-free means no avocado, no coconut, no nuts and seeds. And if you want to know more about where I'm getting my fats from, come to the detox webinar on Sunday. I'm going to talk about it there. If you aren't signed up for the detox webinar, look in my profile on IG, look on all over Facebook. Yeah, so Candace, you have to prepare your body. You have to prepare your body to take things. Like, you don't run a freaking marathon with no training, right? Mindfully vibrating. What food helps you when you are emotionally detoxing? Oh, it's not food that helps me. Because the thing is, Shweta, you are not relying on a food for support, right? You're not relying on a food for emotional support. We all may rely on a lot of foods for emotional support. So not relying on a food for emotional support. What I did was I used essential oils, and I got a friend kicked my butt and told me to start meditating. And I did it, and it has been life-changing. I started to meditate. I've started to focus. I mean, I meditate anyway, but I was doing it for clients. I wasn't doing it for me. So I started to meditate for me and started a journey for myself. And I've started to commit to all of the emotional pieces that come with it. So I use a lot of emotional support tools. I use a lot of, not trying to stop the detox, but really trying to just help it come out. And I have felt lighter and lighter. And it's just this most exhilarating feeling when you're detoxing and something as big is shifting inside. And do not think that it's going to just go away or things are going to shift rapidly. I've seen healing happen, but it's not immediate, and it's not snap of a finger, and it's still ways to go. I have a lot of ways to go. And I recognize that, and it's a journey, and I can't get mad or upset about it, because it is what it is. You know, this is the way that, this is the way forward. And thank God I was eating and having the lifestyle that I did, because it really saved my ass. People can die from stuff like that, from bites. So it's really important. It's really important to be, be understanding where you are and what you're going through. And yeah, so it's lots of work. You take help with potatoes. I relied on potatoes for months. I couldn't go fat-free or raw because I kept needing the potatoes. And because I was needing them, I'm not going to judge it. I was needing them. It is what it is. When I'm ready, I will go to that next level. You have to be gentle with yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable, make mistakes, fall over, fuck up, and get back up again and go. So Christopher, I'm so glad that you're sharing about medical medium. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I get really happy when people say that. And so, Emily, yeah, it's almost been a year. Time does fly, you know? So I want to keep, you know, what I am going to share with you as authentically and honestly as possible, because I want you guys to know that healing is not a destination. It's an ongoing thing that happens all the time. You know, it's a step by step by step. And at Chow, where do you find good no fat recipes? Yeah, sure. If you hashtag Muneeza365 fat free, I have some of those showing up on Instagram and Facebook. But if you want more, I have a cleanse coming up, so join that because I've got some great recipes in there, some brand new ones. Casey, I'm so glad that you're gonna come. Vanessa, oh my gosh, yes. I'm crying. I feel like I've cried so much, honestly, on this journey. Like, you know, you have to allow the emotions to be real too. Megan says, will getting the lymphatic system going strong help with not gaining weight during detoxing? Yes, it can, but you don't know how your body's going to react. So you cannot predict that. You cannot expect that. You can plan for it, but you really have to allow for your body to do what it has to do. You know how many of you go in to a program and you want to lose weight, or you want to have a goal, and, you know, is part of my goal to get back to my old weight? Sure. But am I going to get upset after 3 weeks of being fat free and I've lost like 2 pounds of weight? No. But have I lost inches? Hell yes. Have other shifts happened? Can my arm move? Like, you have to look at, you know, we get so stuck on goals that we have. And so you get so stuck on, what's the word? You get so stuck on an idea of something. And your body has an intelligence that is way smarter than your mind. You should write that down. My body has an intelligence way smarter than my mind. Way smarter. Your body has an intelligence that is absolutely supreme. And it knows more about what you need than you do. When it's giving you a symptom, it's communicating something to you that you would just never get any other way. Your body is sharing, it's communicating, it's giving you messages. It is an unbelievable living, breathing, alive organism with supreme intelligence, and we just ignore that. So it's really critical for all of us to remember, you know, how to nourish our bodies, how to support them, how to listen. The biggest issue is listening. We do not listen to our body. You know, if you have a symptom show up, migraine shows up, or or your hair is falling, or, you know, you're feeling off in some way, right? Whatever it is, your body has an intelligence. It's showing you that symptom because it has an intelligence. It's not showing you that symptom because it's fucked up. It's smarter than you are. You're interpreting it differently. You need to interpret it as, what is my body trying to tell me right now? Really important message. And, you know, please, please, please know that all of us who are here to help you, we're on our own journeys, and we're all going through stuff. We're all human. We all came into this body. I have red blood just like you guys do. We all have a heart. We all have our livers. We all have our brain. We're all the same. I don't care where you are on the planet. You could be in Timbuktu, New Zealand, Fiji Islands, Japan. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you come from on earth. We are all the freaking same. So if you think for a minute that someone else is having a better life than you, or having a better healing than you, or being able to do something you can't do, they've had their struggle. You just don't know it. I mean, it is impossible for us to be able to walk in anybody else's shoes. It is impossible. And so they say, well, if you walked in my shoes, you can't. You can't ever walk my shoes, because it's not possible. So we always have to approach others in the sense that we don't know what they're going through. And because we don't know what they're going through, and we don't know what their struggles have been, we can't compare. There's no point of comparison. We have to honor where we are, and that's the only thing that we can do. Even our own families, our children, our spouses, our parents, our siblings are all going through their own journey. And we cannot tie into that. We're only responsible for ourselves. And because you don't want to compare, you want to then have compassion. Because with compassion is how you move forward. What you can give them is compassion. Because when you give them compassion, you give them a gift. And you give yourself a gift, because you stop comparing from them to you, or you to them. You know, we are all doing this on our own path, and it's good to come in community and share. And there's over 150 people watching between Facebook and Instagram right now. And this is community. You guys are friends. You guys are family. You know, I'll tell you, I've said this before, but at the LA event in 2016, where Anthony was, and we were all there, a woman who was chosen for a reading came up onto the stage, and he said, he looked at her and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she goes, "I'm really nervous." And he said, "You're nervous? Here? All these people, these 2,500 people sitting in the audience, they're your family. You don't need to be nervous in front of family. And I consider all of you family." It's really, really an amazing thing to have this kind of a community. And that was my goal too. When I started doing intuitive cleanses last year, we didn't have such a strong community. I started those so that we could have a community. And I'm trying to find a way to sustain that community where I can actually provide great advice, answer people's questions, really get them on. So we're looking at a membership group this year. Keep your fingers crossed that we can do it. And the cleanses, we just did more of them. And there's another one coming up. And I'm just so excited to bring this community back again together, because it is one of the most favorite things that I do, that I've had in my life, this experience of being able to be in a community with all of you people, you amazing, amazing human beings who get it. Do you know how many people don't get it? I have 150 people here on this live who are getting it, right? And I can count more in my actual life where there's people who don't get it. So I'm really, really grateful to you guys on Instagram and you guys on Facebook, because you guys rock my world on a daily basis. And that's why, one of my favorite parts of my day is to go on to Facebook and to go on to Instagram and to answer people's questions. And literally, you guys, it's an hour of just Q&A, sometimes from private messages or DMs on Instagram and Facebook, just trying to get you guys into the right direction, into the right help. And in this community that we're about to launch on Sunday, if you're not in the webinar, sign up for the webinar. It's free. It's going to be amazing, an amazing, deeper community. And, we get to talk about it we get to go deeper, we get to connect, we get to empower, we get to cry together, we laugh together, we heal together. And honestly, it's like, as Susan Wolf, the only place she fits in is with like-minded people obsessed with MM. That's me. Like, obsessed with MM, like-minded people. Talk to me about your poop, please. And talk to me about your stomach gurgles, please. Where can you do that? Nowhere. I get to be so real in my job with people. Like, I get on the phone and I'm like, Yeah, so your bowel movements are not that great. I mean, where on earth can you start a conversation like that? Please tell me. Nowhere. So this is just one freaking unique place. I mean, we talk about everything. When we say everything, I mean everything. We talk about sex, we talk about, orgasms, we talk about, peeing and pooping and farting and gas and all the shit that's real, man. Seriously. And that's when you can talk about that stuff with people, you're in the presence of friends. Because that just is like too much TMI for most people, right? But in our community, that's not TMI. That's like a daily conversation. How is your poop today? Like, is it like coming out smoothly? Is it shooting out of you? Is it not coming out at all? That's like, yeah, your family when you can talk about poop and fart. It's so important. It's so true. So I just want you guys to know you're family to me. And I really take that seriously. I love you guys so damn much because we have a community that freaking gets it. Do you know how rare this is on the planet? It's so rare. You guys get it. You're in the right place because you fit in and you don't get judged and you can just like connect. I'll tell you, it's a joke only you guys are going to get. You want to hear a joke? So I'm typing the word vital into my phone. This is vital for this job or something like that. And it keeps converting it to viral. So vital to viral. Another thing my phone does is instead of typing shining, it types shingles. So you guys just have to understand, just only you guys will get that. Like, right? That the amount of time that I'm going to type viral and shingles, that my phone totally gets it and it totally converts it. Any word that looks like those words is going to be converted. And it's like the funniest thing ever. And very few people will get that joke, but that's my inside life, right? I mean, I can't type any word beginning with E that won't get converted to EBB because it's just funny to me. So, I don't know, Krista, it's not creepy, but your phone will learn like what you're typing the most and sharing the most. And the 3 most words that come up on my phone are viral, shingles, and EBV. So you guys have to know like how much I actually type that into my phone all the time. And that's just from email and because it knows the truth too, Christopher, you're right, high five. That's so great. So I just wanted to share it. Like, that's like a real thing in my life. And then, like we're out and about somewhere and my daughter goes, "Oh, Mom, does that person have viruses?" And I think they have viruses, things like that nobody else is going to get. And people will be like, "What the heck is your daughter talking about?" And I'm going, "Ha ha, that's so true. Like you're getting this, So I just want to know. I just want you guys to know. Casey, inspire you to be the person you really want to be. That's my goal in life, to inspire everybody to be what they really want to be. Get healthy and live your purpose. That is 100% what I am here to do. Get healthy and live your purpose. And that's all life is about. And that's, if we can do that for one person, even if you did it for just one person, then it's a life worth living. And go do that for someone else. And that's why we're so amazing, because we totally, totally get it. And we want that for each other. When you want for somebody else what you do for yourself, when you want another person to heal just as much as you do for yourself, and when you want to know how they're doing genuinely because you care, that's when you found your tribe. That's when you're, this is amazing. Yeah, the you guys asking about the webinar, it's on Sunday, 4 p.m. because we're trying to capture all the time zones. So I went on the internet and found all the time zone that works for every time zone in the world. So it's 4 p.m. Eastern US time in East Coast. And if you guys will come, it would be my greatest blessing. Don't forget, if you come live, you can win a cleanse for free. We're going to be doing a drawing for 2 cleanses. And there are a whole bunch of rules about sharing that on Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to share it, tag me, tag 3 friends. It's going to be awesome. Go check it out, please, you guys. Make this community happen. It is amazing. It is beautiful. And I am going to walk away from here on such a high. I hope you are too. It's great talking with you and sharing with you. And I want you to know, like, just know that the journey to cleansing doesn't end, right? So it's a step further and a step further and a step further and a step further. So I'm doing it, and I'm doing it with you guys. I'm not telling you to do it and not doing it myself. I'm doing it right with you. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing night, and lots of prayers, lots of wishes, lots of angels for all of you to have a blessed, beautiful night. Good night, guys.